allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have public comment from Joe Hoskins.
I'm Joan Hodgkins, Ken Lane, Granby. I'm here as president of the Granby Historical Association. We are a volunteer-driven, nonprofit organization with the mission to preserve the town of Granby's history. On June 11th, we received a request from Mr. Martin asking us to submit up to 4 names for the Historical District Commission. We responded on June 22nd at 8:18 in the morning by email. The names we submitted were Bob Camus and Lori Meister, not Stephen Nally or William Johnson. Mr. Martin, we want an explanation to why our nominees were not considered, but instead 2 names were nominated and our association was said to have submitted them, which is incorrect.
Okay. You guys, how come we didn't make an appointment tonight?
Oh, we didn't know, actually, that we had to make an appointment 3 days in advance. So that's...
Okay, well, we're not going to get into answers tonight, but we have that under advisement.
Response?
No, not at this time. All right, Steve Marion.
Yep. You can take a seat over here. Okay, this is Jorlis Valentine. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. She's looking to get on the auxiliary for the police department. She has all the requirements. She's gone through the Reserve Academy. She's first responder. She has some background in criminal justice. She's done internships at Amherst Police Department. Also worked as a police cadet at UMass. She's going to school for criminal justice and looking to become a police officer. I think she'd be good for our department.
Good. All right. We're good.
Good?
Good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, you can take a seat. Zach. This is Zach Gilly. Zach is from town, grew up in town, went to school in town. He has coached basketball in town.
And baseball.
And baseball. So he's involved in the community. Zach wants to become a police officer. He also has the requirements, the Reserve Academy, and first responder, everything needs to be on the auxiliary program. We think he'd be a good asset for the department, and he was looking to become a full-time police officer someday.
You both know you have to arm wrestle Steve Marion first.
We'll work on that.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to affirm both appointments.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right.
In the order presented.
Any order recommended
Order.
as far as seniority?
Zach first, and then Drillis.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you.
That's based on application time frame when they came in.
Okay. Okay, just taught both of them in the academy. They're both very good candidates. So welcome.
All right.
Welcome aboard.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Good luck to you.
Now, I'm closer to the over, they'll know who you are.
Remember the space.
All right, Larry, do you want to come up for the...
Cable advisory.
Sure. Well, the new contract is going to begin in October of 2015, and our town's cable advisory committee approved and accepted it. Tonight's audience, there's 3 other members. There's Embry Evan in the back, Terry LaJoy, Gary Benson, and myself, Larry Peters, who chairs that committee. We worked very closely with attorney Bill August from Boston, who actually just moved to Cambridge. He's a specialist in communications business, and things went fairly smoothly until the end, when we had a change of personnel at Comcast. Their team of lawyers kept changing verbiage and language on us, but we settled and all that. Today we actually had page 61, the last page, which was an Exhibit 7, and there was a mistake on there as far as an address, so that was all corrected. We appreciate the cooperation of Chris Martin and Kathy Leonard today to get that approved. So in regards to our committee, we suggest and accepted that you guys should go ahead as issuing authority and sign the document. And if you have any questions about it, we ended up asking for about 12% more in capital than we got for negotiation purposes, and we ended up getting $125,000 in capital money, $62,000 of which will come in the first year, and the remaining 9 years are going to be a $7,000 amount payment for the remaining 9. So it'll be $62,000 plus those $7,000 payments adding up to $125,000, and then we get every year we'll get 4% of the revenues.
Okay, so if I understand this correctly, Larry, basically the negotiations are for the money that goes to GCAM, is that correct or not?
For the most part, but some of the things that Attorney August caught was that they were trying to release indemnification. In other words, if they had a contractor working on one of our streets or poles, they were neglecting to hold themselves for the liability. They were putting it all onto the town of Granby. So in a nutshell, with this type of contract, the money goes to the Access Corporation that runs the community TV channels, but there's other items that are just as well as important to
So it's important
make
that
sure
you have the attorney and you guys are doing that work.
minimize the risk for the town of Granby.
And the other one was the senior discount.
Right, do you all have the letters of the senior
Yeah,
discount?
Mark.
So, just so it clears up any confusion if anybody wants to know what it is. It's not overly generous, but what is when you get all this mergers with Fortune 500 companies, such as Comcast.
Mark, can I ask a question about that discount?
Sure.
Okay, there's some confusion about that discount, because when I saw that in the newspaper that Granby was getting that discount, I called Comcast and I asked them if I was entitled to any discount, and she gave me a $10 a month discount. And she said, I said, what age do you have to be? She said, anyone over 55 gets that discount. And my neighbor called, and I think he got a $2 discount or something. It's completely different. So what is the discount?
Well, when you contacted our committee, we looked into it and we got a hold of Comcast lawyers, and they said to track down who it was in Enfield you talked to, because it was an error what they told you.
Works all great though.
Well, to your benefit, but it basically, this is the one that's going to happen beginning after October of 2015. It's fairly similar to the one we have now.
Well, how much is it?
But it is just basically, it's let's see.
$2 a month off.
It's $2 a month off of the digital starter package, and the said discount will be provided to those persons aged 67 or older who are heads of households and are receiving SSI or Medicare benefits under Social Security. That's the parameters of it.
I know. Erase that tape.
Yeah, and well, I'd enjoy a lot of laughs, yeah. Okay, so motion to
approve the contract as submitted.
second, all those in favor? Aye. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for cooperation.
Were those getting mailed to Bill? Were those getting mailed to Bill?
Yes, there's one filing with the state, and he needs a copy, and
Well, we got the 3 signed copies, but we'll need his signature on it too.
okay.
So we'll send all 3 and ask him to send one back.
Okay, and then one goes to the town clerk and one goes to the committee.
Well,
Yeah, if you got, no, we don't need them signed now, we know it's signed. Thank you.
all right, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, next we have an appointment with the school over a shared service position. So, Judy and everyone want to come up?
Yeah, it's not on the agenda.
Okay.
Can we both of us, or is it just one?
One of you just stand at attention, that'd be fine.
Thank you. That's very generous of you.
Why don't you come on, Emery?
Thanks, Mark.
Okay.
Want us to start?
Sure.
Okay. I know that there has been a lot of discussion for a fair amount of time about finding ways for the schools and for the town to share some services. So the path that we have taken at the outset is to take a look at a shared facilities department and as well as a shared facilities director. So you have two documents in front of you. One is a memorandum of agreement between the Board of Selectmen, we hope, the Town Administrator, School Committee, and Superintendent of Schools. This is the result of due diligence of a shared services working group that's been meeting several weeks now, taking a look at this, which involves Mr. Bale, Mr. Emery, myself, Mr. Petrus, and Mr. Martin. So we've gone through, we had a template from which we worked and worked to make it our own. At our last meeting, there was a 4-0 vote, because there were 4 people at the table, to recommend approval of the MOA to both the school committee and to the Board of Selectmen. So, I don't know if anybody has any questions on the memorandum of agreement. We'll start there.
I don't at this point.
No, I just want to say that I think it looks like you did a good job on it. And I think it's going to eventually save the town some money, which is obviously our intent, to be a little more efficient. But,
Right.
unfortunately, it was left off our agenda tonight, so we're not going to be able to vote on it formally. But certainly, I have no problem. I know Mark does, and I don't think Mary's going to either for that matter. But,
Moves out of courtesy way further too, so.
Sure. So that, that said, the school committee meets next Monday. I don't know if you can come. We have an executive session that we're going to have at the beginning of the meeting, but I anticipate we'll be in public session by 7, and more folks can come, and we can have a meeting of the minds.
I should be able to.
I always like to come to school committee meetings.
Thank you.
I assume Mary, I can't speak for her, but I would assume at this point.
So it could be that.
What time, 7?
7.
Well, we start at 6, but we have an executive session that may, just in case, it takes about an hour. It shouldn't, but if it does.
What's the timeline you think on, assuming this gets accepted within the next few weeks, before the school year starts, or is that what
Our
you're
goal would be to
anticipating?
have someone in place no later than January 1st.
Oh, okay.
So, there's also a job description, again, which the group worked on together. That was drawn from a sample we had from another town that has done this, as well as the current director position that's in force in the school side. So that's how we kind of came up with this as well. So.
Do you anticipate having issues with finding someone qualified, or do you think?
I don't think so. I think the biggest thing will be the DEP license for the water treatment. But I think if somebody is, willing to go through the training and whatnot, I know you contract out for it on the town side. It might be that out of the gate. We're all contracting out until somebody can get themselves up to speed.
So that could be made part of the job
It is part of the job description.
but I mean,
Yeah.
you wouldn't necessarily have to have that when you got,
No,
or hired.
Right.
As long as they got that
Yeah.
within a certain period of time.
Right.
Same as probably, I would assume, the hoisting license.
yeah.
So everything that you see there, those are the qualifications that we thought someone in that position should
Should.
have. But we did not call them requirements.
Okay.
So if it turns out that we cannot find all qualifications in one person, we're going to have to play
Yeah,
around.
right, flex
with it.
around.
Yep.
Right.
So, I have to say it was pretty easy work. Julie did a lot of the organizing. She and Chris basically understood the positions very well, so we were able to come up with something beyond what we committee members would have been able to come up with ourselves.
Yeah.
Just 'cause
So the legwork between Chris and Judy, thank you both.
they have the operational knowledge, so it worked out well. And pretty quickly.
Since we're meeting, we're apparently going to have to post for next Monday night. Is there anything else that we would put on our agenda that you want to discuss at the same time that you can think of? Or we have the opportunity to join.
Related to this?
Or anything else while we have a joint meeting going?
I don't know of anything at this point, but
No, no,
if
but-
there is anything, then yeah, we can take advantage of that.
Yeah, while we're meeting.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys meeting tonight, or?
No.
No.
We'll see Wednesday. So.
Okay, he got
Yes.
one
Yes.
thing to know about the meeting.
Huh? Where we going?
You going in? Oh, not going to MSBA?
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Okay.
No, I meant,
Oh, yeah.
Strategic.
The night meeting. There's the day meeting and then the night meeting.
yeah, I'll skip the day one.
Thanks.
All right, go to departmental reports.
Make a motion to accept the departmental reports as submitted.
Second. All those in favor? Aye.
Make a motion to approve and sign maintenance warrant 16, 1 and 2.
Second. All those in favor? Aye.
We have some roof rains, park rentals. First one is Team Red, White, and Blue. And that's for Wednesday, July 8th, 5:30 to 8. It's a potluck dinner for Team Red, White, and Blue meet and greet. They anticipate 30 people, no alcohol, and pavilion number 1 is what they're. That group is a group, I understand, which is formed to facilitate the return of veterans back into the community.
Okay.
Katie Godwin's contact her. Second is submitted by Percy Spence, and that's for Sunday, July 19th, 12 to noon. 40 people, Pavilion 1 on Taylor Street near the pond. A club car meeting and picnic, no alcohol, 40 people.
All right, so,
And the third is Club Scout, that's supposed to be Cub Scout? Cub Scout Pack 138, Christine Ferguson, no liquor, 45 people for Pavilion 1, number 1, again on Taylor Street, 9:30 to 2:30, Sunday, August 30th, no alcohol, 45 people for like a cookout, I assume. Make a motion to approve.
second. All those in favor? Aye.
Yes,
This one?
we already did.
I signed everything possible. We should just let us check in there.
We've got some common victuals licenses. One is for Laura LeBlanc, Wickedly Wild Gourmet Sauces on Ferry Hill Road. Second is for Union Mart on to East State Street. And the third is for Taste the Occasion Catering at 133.5 South Street.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Second. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
I already signed it. This one.
We have some appointments to affirm. First is the town administrator has nominated Lynn Snowpeck Mercier as a member of the Police Advisory Board for June 30th, 2016. Second is Robert Glessman III to the Town Infrastructure Ad Hoc Committee till June 30th, 2016. Third is for Mary McDowell for the Town Bylaw Review Committee till June 30th, 2016. And the fourth is to Alan Wishart to the Town Bylaw Review Committee until June 30th, 2016. Make a motion to approve.
Affirm.
Affirm.
Second. All those in favor? Aye. Good.
Route 202, proposal by the part of the State Department of Transportation to relocate Amherst Street. Entrance onto 202, taking a portion of what is now Dunkin' Donuts Plaza parking lot, basically relocating it back to where it was years ago. Would result in, by the appearances, am I correct that they're going to right directly across from the first Cumberland Farms entrance?
I believe so.
I thought they already were.
I
No,
think
they're-
the other one,
you're at the
closer to
second one.
202.
When you're heading from the Five
Across the
Corners,
street.
you're at your second entrance.
They
The
want
first
to-
one's an entry only, no exit.
And
When you
then,
first come around the corner, you have that.
If I'm on Amherst Street,
If you're on Amherst Street, then it would be the second one on the left, yes, the second entrance.
the one straight across.
That's the one that they currently have with.
that's an entrance only now.
Okay.
They want to go across from that.
Which is closer to the corner. Comes in right by the pump.
Okay, so they want to do that. Really want to do that?
They want to take Amherst Street and move it so that it goes back actually a little bit further than it used to be. This is Cumberland's.
Yep.
This is where it is now. Across from
Yeah,
the
which
center.
works okay.
This is where they want to move it to. So they want to relocate it back, I believe.
So they really want to make Dunkin' Donuts a drive-through. They want to go right through the parking lot where the automatic banking machine is all kind of stuff.
Okay, this looks a little better. This is the existing Cumbies entrance.
Okay.
And they want to come in apparently across from this one.
Okay.
And speaking with the chief of police, the highway superintendent, they're both pretty adamantly opposed to this move. Looking back to why they moved it in the first place, going back. Cindy, were you on the board then?
It was before I was on the board, I'm pretty sure.
It was back in 88, 89, I think.
Maybe 88. Cumberland came in 88, I think.
Yeah, they used to be over at the other plaza, and they moved. I came to town in 87,
Right,
shortly
and I
after
came
that.
on board in 87, but Cumbies, I think, opened, was either late 87 or maybe 88.
Let's say it was 80, I think they were here about a year before I moved, after I moved. And they moved it because it was too much of a congestion issue at the corners.
Congested, isn't it?
I can't understand how that would have everybody converge on the same point in space. It makes no
Doesn't make any
sense.
sense.
No, it doesn't.
So it's been, somebody had it on file for 30 years, basically. And they decided to execute it now 30 years.
No, they moved it. It used to be.
Oh, they moved it.
They actually moved it to where it is now.
Which is better.
Right.
Which is
Now they want
better.
to move it back again.
Right.
But that's like a new decision.
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, so can you send me maybe I'll send the stuff to Eric Lesser's office.
Well, and they want comments from the department heads apparently also. So maybe Dave and Al and Russ could all put their thoughts down.
We'll scan the whole document and send it out to everybody.
I know they've been to a meeting anyway.
All right.
And we should probably get a letter to the state also from the board objecting to it, or asking for a meeting with them maybe.
Okay.
The historical commission wants to look at that paper, and they're doing School Street and 202 as well.
Yeah, that's been in the books for quite some time.
Yeah, School Street 202 was well deserved.
Yeah.
We had our pre-meeting when nobody had an issue with what they're setting up.
Up to 202.
Yeah, up at School Street. So.
Okay.
PA evaluation.
I don't have it. Put it on the 20th. Mary will be, is it the 20th?
20th.
Yeah, Mary will be here.
They are planning on putting, see, the work will include the micro milling and resurfacing of 202, box widening and full depth reconstruction of 202, adding a left turn lane on both directions approaching School Street intersection on 202, realigning Amherst Street westerly so it aligns with the Cumberland Farm east driveway, and adding a left turn lane so that Route 202 to Cumberland Farms, from Route 202 to Cumberland Farms. New sidewalk will be constructed along the west, both sides of West State Street and Amherst Street at the Five Corners intersection. New signal has mast arms. Other work includes adjusting drainage structures, cleaning drains, erosion control. So they want a written response within 30 days. Richard Massey. I don't got anything else.
Regarding the building inspectors,
You see the application? I think we should, in light of the fact the building inspector just resigned to go to California, we're temporarily got it covered by utilizing the local inspector in South Hadley's
Yes.
interim basis, that we should advertise. Chris has an advertisement. We've already received a couple resumes.
And for the time being, so Hadley's covering for us.
we have talked with Mike Sullivan, and the current building commissioner in South Hadley will be in Granby Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. So we'll be here one day a week to be able to meet with contractors, people interested in obtaining building permits, issuing the building permits, and we will be utilizing our local inspector, Steve Reno, to do the inspections.
Or what?
Local inspector, Steve Reno.
Oh, okay.
Is that on the website, Kelly?
That was just all.
Kind of today, can we get that up there so they know?
Yes. So, okay. And that I will advertise, you want me to advertise on the MMA website? Do you want me to advertise,
Do we have any response from that, or are we better off just staying local?
you know,
Where did we advertise last time?
we advertised in the Republican, the Daily Hampshire Gazette. I think we did BOWM, Building Officials of Western Mass. And the MMA, I think we did.
Yeah, I mean, MMA, I don't think anybody's gonna relocate to come out here probably, but
Not for 30 hours a week.
no. So, but I would say building,
Building Officials of Western Mass?
yeah, probably that, and the newspapers would be good.
Yep. You were gonna get that right out, you said when?
Come on, we'll get it out tomorrow.
Well, we won't have, when are you gonna put for a deadline? August, first
What was
August.
that, August? So I have July 27th, we can change that date. It's up to you how you want.
Well, as long as we get it for our first August meeting, which is
August 3rd.
August 3rd.
And the way I'm living in the position will remain open until filled, so if I don't get any applications, and
Well, we know we've got a couple.
we got a couple, but I'm just saying if they don't work out, then, you know.
We go, how are we gonna do it this time? Are we gonna do it with the full board, or are we gonna do it with the committee like we did last time?
I don't want to do the committee. I think we pretty much hashed out everything on the job description.
Okay.
With the last committee, I think what I just like to do is maybe myself and a board member sit down and do it.
Is that you last night?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. I think you've got great experience.
Yeah, thanks. That first week in August, I am tied up all week. So.
How are you the last of the July?
Yeah, that should be right. I don't know, it's time enough, but.
Well, it gives them 2 weeks, and then, like I said, we can just, or do you want to go another week? It's up to you. I just want to move this right along.
Let's see what we do for applications. We'll put the cutoff to 27, and then we'll see what we got for applications. What day is the 27th?
On Monday.
So we have that week there. So I've been available that week.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I put the 27th in there.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm available that week.
Okay.
And then maybe we can make a recommendation on August 3rd to get somebody on board.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that?
The minutes from last week?
Minutes. Don't forget the minutes.
I don't know if you have one of those.
Oh, we're here. Nope, those are weekly reports. They get them back. Ah. No wonder I couldn't find it right in front of me. Make a motion to approve the minutes of the June 22nd meeting as submitted.
Second. Any discussion? All's in favor? Aye.
Like we got everything in here.
What's the date today?
Today is the 6th.
Anything else?
Good. Motion to adjourn.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.